everybody, this is Overboy, and today is day 5 of my 31 Days of Horror, and tonight I'm going to be reviewing the 2006 movie Fingerprints. This is an independent horror movie that I know a lot of my friends and stuff have never heard of and everything, but this movie actually kind of has a special place in my heart because it was filmed here in my home state, even in my home city. And it was even filmed, some of the scenes were filmed at the high school I went to and everything, so I kind of really love this movie for that reason too. And one of my old childhood friends, his dad was a producer on this movie too, so I thought that was pretty cool. But this movie follows the popular Texas urban legend. There's a railroad track down in San Antonio, Texas that supposedly a bus got ran over by a train and killed all the kids, and if you park your car on the train tracks and put it neutral, the ghosts of the kids will push it over the tracks for you. But in this movie, the main character, her name's Melanie, comes to home to live with her parents after spending a lot of time in rehab and everything. They had just moved to the town, and she kind of gets swept up with the mystery behind this urban legend and everything. And that's all I really want to tell you about this movie, because I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it, because I know a lot of people haven't seen this movie, because it's even kind of hard to find. I got it for Christmas about 10 years ago, and my mom had to go to 4 or 5 different Blockbusters that were closing at that time just to even find a copy of it and everything. So it is kind of a rare movie and everything. I mean, it might be on Netflix or something, I'm not sure, but it's directed by Harry Basil and written by Brian Cleveland and Jason Cleveland, and they do a really good job on the writing for this movie. Like I said, with the low budget, they did a pretty good job. The cast is all pretty decent. Lay Pipes plays Melanie. I've seen her in a couple other independent movies, but haven't really seen her in a lot since Fingerprints, but she was pretty good in this. Kristen Calavari plays Crystal, who is Melanie's sister, and she's pretty good too. She's the one that tells Melanie about the urban legend. Michael Mendoza plays Sean, who is Melanie's love interest and everything. I think that the way the relationship for them kind of developed was really unrealistic, because they barely even knew each other and everything, but he was fine, I mean, in the role. Josh Henderson plays Penn. He's okay too. Andrew Lawrence plays Mitch, who is kind of this jerk and everything. He's not very likable, but he's okay. I mean, I guess he just is a jerk. So Jeffrey Lewis plays Keeler, who's the town drunk and everything, and he supposedly knows stuff about the bus crash and everything. He's really good in this movie. He's not in this a lot, but he is really good. He's one of those character actors that I've always liked him in everything I've seen him in, but he's always never a big role. And Lou Diamond Phillips is in this. He plays Doug, who is Melanie's therapist and teacher at the high school, and he's pretty good too. But that's pretty much all of the cast. They're all fine. Some of the acting in this is pretty bad though, mainly with Melanie's mom, the actress who plays her. I'm not sure what her name is, but her acting was not very good and everything. But with the movie being on such a small budget and all that, I understand they couldn't get a bunch of big named actors and stuff in this, so it doesn't really bother me too bad. Sally Kirkland is in this movie as well. She plays plays someone who's kind of goes with this urban legend and everything, but she's really good in this movie too. I thought she was great in it, but the score by Sean Morris I think is really good. It has a really creepy feel to it and everything. It's really creepy to me, I mean, and everything, but one of the things I love about this movie is that it mixes the supernatural stuff, like with ghosts and stuff like that, which I'm not normally a fan of, but it has like the supernatural ghost and creepy stuff like that, but it also is a slasher movie at the same time too. It mixes them both, and I think they do a really good job on that. And that's one of the things I love about this movie is it takes my favorite genre and my least favorite genre and mixes them together and makes a really good movie and everything. Because, like I said, I'm not really into the ghost movies. Every once in a while there will be one that I like, but I'm not really big on those kind of movies. But I just love this movie, and I would recommend it to anybody and everything. I'm like I said, the personal ties to this movie, like with it being filmed here and stuff, kind of might make me enjoy it a lot more than other people would, I guess. But and I do kind of have a nostalgia for this movie because I used to watch this movie a lot as a teenager and everything. But yeah, this is just a great movie. I highly would recommend it to anybody who loves horror movies, and especially if you love like low budget horror movies and everything. I was kind of sad that this one didn't get a sequel because it could have gotten one, but then again at the same time I don't see where they would have gone with a sequel on this. But yeah, I definitely would recommend it if you can find it. I don't know if it's on Netflix or Amazon Prime. It might be on one of those, but if it is, I definitely would recommend watching it if you haven't seen it and everything. And if you have seen it, let me know what you think of it, because every once in a while I'll find somebody that has said they've seen this movie, but yeah, I'm just curious about that too. And it does kind of have another urban legend that's brought into this movie too, but I don't really want to say what it is because it kind of would ruin the story a little bit, so I'm not going to mention that. Or say what it is. But if you're interested in urban legends and stuff, this is another one. I would say it's interesting because of that too. But anyway, let me know in the comments what you think of this movie, and I hope you enjoyed it, and have a good day, everybody.